Having been across the world, having spent about 12 years in US and come back to my own country, I have been passionately involved in the nature type of global warming type of activities, green revolution, because the technology that we were deploying were more on the carbon footprints, listening and building efficiencies, all that. So when I come back and I saw that there is much to do in this area, and because the scarcity of resources that are depleting day by day, it is the individual responsibility of each one of us to bring that change by changing myself even before embarking on the change in a larger perspective. And I personally feel it is the change that is required from multi angles. It's not that right from the education, being in the education group, it is the students who have to become more and more aware. It is the faculty which is to be made more and more aware on these aspects, and really contribute in their own humble way into their colleges, to their education groups, in bringing about the biodiversity type of things, aspects. Thank you.
So participating in this COP summit on convention on biodiversity, what are your personal expectations? What after 1 week of, after 2 weeks of the summit, what value are you expecting to take away from here?
Number one, this being being hosted in Hyderabad for the first time. Number one, it's completely novel to me in such a way that I have never heard of COP11 or a MOP6 earlier. So these two acronyms made me to study and make more knowledgeable on these aspects. And I'm sure I have taken wonderful information from the elite speakers, from the gathering, and seeing the exhibition stalls on the various aspects. My awareness has much more strengthened now, on these aspects, which I'm sure I can take away and speak to my own students about what all the things that I learned from this biodiversity, which I would like to disseminate this information to my professors and my own other peers in the colleges. Yeah.
Another very critical question is, since you hail from the educational background, and no one can understand this better than you, that to tackle any global problem like this, education and awareness programs are very important. Having said that, in India, we know that major population is not literate, and they reside in the rural areas of the country. What do you think should be the best way to ensure information dissemination and spreading awareness?
See, this is a wonderful question, sir, because I come from an area where my colleges are concentrated in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities, where we have a mix of rural and semi-urban type of activities. And in fact, we are hitting upon the right target of mingling with the rural population in India by educating the masses there. That is number one. So that gives us a natural access in going towards, be it health education, be it engineering, technology education, be it on the biotechnology, be it on that. There are multiple organizations which are doing, no doubt, but today we require a complementary skills in such a way that these organizations are brought to Tier 2, Tier 3 cities, and an awareness of this sort can be done in those cities. That is one aspect, because the metropolitan cities, they are heavily loaded with this type of conventions, all that. If it can be brought to a Tier 2, Tier 3 city, that will be of an immense help, in propagating this type of knowledge deeper down the levels. That's one thing I personally feel, sir. Yeah.
Right. Mr. Ramana, thank you so much for your inputs.